Afternoon. Just a bit of an update on what we've planted and harvested and what's going on around the veggie patch, the dirt patch. We pulled the garlic. We noticed that the garlic in the lime bed, a lot of it had died off in between the onions. So we went round and had a look, and we found that most of them, bar the few that are in the top braid, had pretty much all died off at the base. Not the most impressive looking specimens, some of them. Some of them are rather tiny, with only 1 or 2 cloves on them, like this little fella here. But we grew it, we're proud of it. So I don't know whether we'll be saving any for the next crop. We just got them out here drying. I'll take them inside every night. During the day they can live here, it's in the shade, nice and breezy, dry them out. We also harvested 4 bags of potatoes. Bianca did that with our visitors' kids on the weekend. So there's the 4 bags there. I got some more Dutch creams to go into them. This has just all been piled up here so we can get the trailer in the backyard. These Dutch creams need another top up. They were topped up last week and they've grown about another foot again. These guys there need a top up as well, and more Dutch creams. And that was the second sowing of Dutch creams, and I've got a 3rd lot now for these 4 bags. Actually, I think they've got enough for 3 bags, so that'll be good. Lemongrass is doing really well. These are the Pontiacs, what we think are Pontiacs. They came under the brand of Redback, so they didn't actually have variety of potato on them that I could see, unless Redback is the variety. So that's what we took out of these bags, and this is how much we got. So fairly chuffed with that. That barrel there should yield a lot more though, I think, than those bags. The Kiflers, the 2 little Kifler lots we've got going, very impressed with these guys. So I've never actually eaten a Kifler potato, but I've always liked the look of them. And I've been told by people they're a nice little roaster. Rightio, a few things I've planted and how a few things are going. That's the Jerusalem artichokes, they're going really well. The Kaffir, I'll pull it down so you don't get blinded. Kaffir is actually fruiting for only the 2nd year ever. The dill has got some nice looking seed pods forming. Purple asparagus is going well. Lavender's attracting lots of bees. This is where we pulled the garlic from, and yesterday I planted 2 types of tomatoes that I got from What's Am Doing. One lot where each bucket sat. Over here we've got the tomato, and over here the tomato. So I forgot the name, sorry. So yeah, there's a couple of seeds of each in there, and they'll grow up alongside the Amish paste. In there I've put in some CBM fertiliser I bought from Safe Fertilisers. C for chicken manure, B for blood and bone, and M for mineral dust or rock dust. It's a blend they've got. So I put in about 1 litre in each area of that, as well as 1 litre of our worm casting. So that should keep the tomatoes nice and happy and give them a kickstart. Over here I planted, to take advantage of the full moon, I planted 2 rows of baby ball or baby round carrots from What's Am Doing. 2 rows where the white dots are down there of sand, white dots of sand, of heritage mixed coloured heirloom carrots, and here 2 rows of our Nance Johnson Seed Organic and Dragon Carrot Mix from Eden Seeds. So they've gone in there. That's just a bit of a mix I made up for the seed tap. Got our little killer rabbit guarding it. Over here, these beetroots, someone mentioned, I'm sorry I've forgotten who it is, that these may be a boron deficiency. So I'll be harvesting these guys pretty much all this week, I think, and I was going to try and top dress them and rejuvenate them, but I think I might just bite the bullet and harvest them and eat them. So we've got some more beetroot sown in, and we've got more than enough there to see us through for a little while, I think. These beans are carrying rust. I've sprayed them. I don't know what else to do with these guys, so I'm thinking of just pulling them as well, because I've got some more beans I'd like to sow, and I really don't want rust in the garden on the new beans. The carrots over here where I re-sowed, where the seed tape failed, I've got a pretty good strike rate in there now. I'd say about 50% have germinated, so we've got some carrots to see us through. Kohlrabi's going really well. Lots, as you can see, it's getting hit by the white cabbage moth or butterfly and its grubs. So been coming down daily and picking them off and feeding them to the chooks. Luckily with the kohlrabi, it's the bulb down the bottom that you're actually after, so it's not much loss. As you can see, I squish a few on there as well. Yeah, so I'm not too worried about them. The grubs can have the leaves as long as they don't get onto the other bits and pieces around the yard. Here you go, my dears. There you go. As you can see, the chooks have been fed bits and pieces from the garden as well. There's a couple of kohlrabi leaves there left there they haven't finished off. Some of the broccoli we're thinning out. These broccoli and kohlrabi are still going strong, so they're there for a little while yet. These kohlrabis will be up first for harvest, so something will be going there as well. These shallots, there's a little bee in there. These shallots are going great guns, can't really complain at all. They're the red toga, I think they're called toga. They're a little bit more oniony, a little bit more pungent than the others, so I'm actually liking that. And they're great in the coleslaw with the kohlrabi and the mangold and the carrot. Pulling out these broccoli, one every now and then, feeding it to the chooks. This one over here is still giving us edible florets, so we haven't pulled him yet. And this one's feeding the bees, and we're munching on the flowers as well, so they can stay in there until we decide to dig through this bed, probably next weekend. The onions will be transplanted, the thyme will be transplanted, and in here I'm thinking about snake beans and some corn. We've got some baby popcorn, baby corn pop from Watson Doing, so we'll put a couple of rows of that in here, and maybe a cucumber. So we'll just see how those three get along. The thyme will probably go out into one of those big rainwater tanks I bought the other week, and we're turning one of them into a large herb wicking bed. Interesting little thing here, that's the Green Harvest Kent pumpkins. That's our Save Seed Kent pumpkins. So the Green Harvest looks like it's going to rejuvenate our seed supply by stronger looking specimens. So we'll probably end up pulling ours. If that makes sense. I always try to save the strongest looking plants and the seeds from those plants. And this little pumpkin has powered on through winter and has started to grow, so we're going to leave him and let him survive as well. Passion fruit's starting to grow, a couple of inches a week now, so that's all good. I don't think we'll see any fruit this this year. Ooh, strawberry. Lemon's doing great. Oh wow, I missed a whole heap of little red tomatoes. They can come off. A couple more around there. There's the sunflowers. They're doing very well, thank you very much. Oh, that's right, I saw yesterday afternoon we have got beetroot starting to germinate. So that's good. There's a couple of lots in between the turmeric and galangal and gingers and all that. So doesn't look like many have shot up this side, but there will be some. Yeah, so very happy with that indeed. But that's pretty much all the update for the week. Little bits and pieces are going on, but yeah, it's all fun and games, so hope everyone has a great week, and I'll catch you later. See ya.